Hello guys and welcome to another video. Today I'm going to show you Banshee, a very strong Warframe. At first I will go through a little showcase of Banshee, then I will show you a resonance build and at next a resonating Quake build. Those will require 3 Forma. So let's jump right into the showcase. Your first ability is called Sonic Boom. When you cast this ability you create kind of a shock wave in a cone of 180 degrees. That sets a ragdoll effect on enemies and then knocks them back a few meters. This ability deals 50 impact damage and has a range of 15 meters. This ability only works in a line of sight. Enemies in cover or behind walls will not be affected. This ability has a very small travel time, so expect a short delay on long range. A good crowd control ability if you're surrounded by enemies and need some time. With your second ability, Sonar, you emit a sound wave that reveals all enemies on the map within a range of 35 meters. Additional, every enemy will have a highlighted weak spot on their body. Those effects last for 30 seconds. Hitting an enemy in the highlighted area multiplies the damage by 500%. Recasting this ability on already affected enemies will cause additional weak spots. Sometimes they overlap so the damage multiplier is amplified further. But beware, this ability has also a travel time, kind of like Nova's Molecular Prime. So if you recast this ability before it ends up on its full range, the progress of the first one will be reset. An insanely strong ability. With it, you're able to practically one-hit everything if you hit the spot. Your third ability is a stealth one. You create an aura around you with a radius of 20 meters for 30 seconds. When enemies walk into that radius, they get stunned for a very short moment. At the same time, they become completely unaware of any noise, but they still can see you or get alerted by damage. They don't lose their alertness by walking into the aura, but enemies who are not in that range anymore remain deaf. But this aura does not simply deafen the enemies, it completely mutes everything within it, so yourself and even allies. An acceptable ability, and it may be interesting for stealth fans. The fourth ability is called Soundquake. First of all, after casting Soundquake you deal an initial blast damage of 200 in a small radius. This burst has a small chance to proc a blast status which knocks the enemies down. After the burst damage you deal 200 blast damage per second to every enemy within 20 meters. Soundquake is a monster when it comes to efficiency. This ability melts through your energy pool with 12 energy per second. But the efficiency is affected by power duration and power efficiency, a small consolation. In the area of effect, all enemy gets staggered every second. A truly amazing ability for crowd control and does even decent damage on all enemies on the start chart. The only problem here when it comes to higher enemies, the damage of Soundquake falls off very quick. This was the showcase of Banshee. Now let's jump in my first build. Let's start with the resonance build. If you are looking for the resonating Quake build, just click the notification. For a better understanding what will happen next, we will first take a look at the build itself. First of all, we use the corrosive projection aura to decrease enemy armor. To increase the damage multiplier of the ability Sonar, which is the main ability on this build, you go full strength. So we use the mods Transit Fortitude, Blind Rage, Power Drift and Intensify. Since your efficiency is dead, you have to use Fleeting Expertise and Streamline at full rank. To compensate your lost duration by a bit, you need to use Continuity or Primed Continuity. Now, for a bit more range, you can use Stretch. But the most important is your augment mod Resonance. This mod emits another Sonar pulse when you kill an enemy by shooting on their weak spot, which holds for the remaining duration. So if you kill an enemy which weak spots has 13 seconds left, Every enemy in range gets another weak spot for 13 seconds. So let's talk about the full potential of Sonar. You have a range of 50 meters, which is insane for such ability. Your sonar hits practically everything. Having a reduced duration is okay, to be honest. It's fairly enough time to kill many enemies. And if you see that the ability runs out, just recast it. An energy cost of just 33 makes it easy to spam. And now the interesting part, the damage multiplier. The multiplier is insane. If you hit a spot, you do 15 times more damage. So killing everything becomes an easy one. And the best thing, thanks to resonance, your enemies will be covered with weak spots. So let's go on to the resonating Quake build. An amazing crowd control build, which also deals good damage to everything on the star chart. First of all, take the corrosive protection aura to decrease enemies' armor. For the damage, we use Power Drift, Intensify and Transit Fortitude. You will need a very huge energy pool to maintain this ability long enough, so go for Flow or Primed Flow. To decrease the energy cost per second, go for Continuity or Primed Continuity, a maxed out Fleeting Expertise and a Streamline. And for some more range, go for Stretch. If you need more range for a bigger map, you can exchange Stretch with Overextended. The lesser damage is barely noticeable. And last but not least, the Augment mod, Resonating Quake. This Augment mod gives you 1 stack every second, up to 20 stacks. Every stack gives you 1 meter more range, increases your damage by 100, and also increases your energy cost by 1. So at the end, you get additional 20 meters, 2000 extra damage, for an extra cost of 20 energy per second. A fair trade considering that this is also affected by your efficiency. So what stats does Soundquake achieve in the end? With Stretch equipped you can achieve 29 meters. With the 20 extra meters, you go up to 49 meters after 20 seconds. With Overextended, we have 38 meters, which after 20 seconds go up to 58 meters, a very high range. The damage with Stretch equipped is at 400, augmented by 2000 after 20 seconds, which gives us a total of 2400 damage per second. With Overextended, we have a damage of 280, which goes up to 2280. As I told you, not a big difference. The energy cost of 3 is ridiculous considering that the base cost is at 12 per second. And it does go up to more or less 10 per second. A very good ability. 2 epic builds which are both doing great jobs, even in the endgame. That was already it for today's video. Let me know in the comments down below if you liked my video, or just leave a like and tell me in the comments what I could do better. Also, if you have a question, I will answer in the comments. And please tell me what you would like to see in the next video. Subscribe if you haven't already, if you don't want to miss anything. Thanks for watching, until the next time.